Hello, family. This is Gabriel, your favorite messenger. I hope your day is going wonderful, beautiful, and progressing. My message for you today is something that people say all the time, but we're not mindful of it. It's never say never. We always say never. Before I start my topic today, I want to give props to the spirit of knowledge and love, to ascended masters who are always with us whenever we call to them, and then also always to our ancestors. Without them, we'll never be here. So before I start, this is what I want to talk about. Never say never. We've heard people say that all the time. Why do people say never? What is the reason why we use those words? Our words are very powerful, and the universe actually gives us exactly what we say. Sometimes when we say, I never want to be in that relationship again, I never want to be with those kind of people again, I never want to be in that situation again, I never want to date those type of people, I never. And sometimes, eventually, what ends up happening is everything that we say we never want to have, we never want to be in, we ended up actually experiencing those things over again. And why is that? Because the universe actually focuses on exactly the emotion from what we said. So if you say, I never want to, with that being upset and anger, the emotion is actually what the universe will focus on. So if you are angry at the time when you say you never want to be in this kind of relationship or those kind of people or in that kind of job or go to that kind of places, the emotion that comes with never, and then you mention those things, you probably end up have to actually experience those things again, because there is a lesson there for you. The universe does not like you to be resistant. The universe does not like you to not experience new things. And the universe does not want you to be afraid of trying new things. The universe wants you to be able to go into a situation where there's a lesson for you. It's not, oh, I don't want to do that again. But you have to understand, why do you have to go through that experience, and what is the lesson for you? It could be something, the reason why you're in this lifetime. It could be that you came into this lifetime to learn how to go through a difficult situation and then learn to forgive people and learn to love people and learn to have more compassion and understanding or have patience. So when things are very difficult and then you ended up saying you never want to go there again, if you didn't learn those lessons, the universe must bring you back into those experiences again for you to learn from them and grow. So when you say, I never want to be in that relationship, what about that relationship that makes you not want to be in that? Because if you're not specifically clear about it, or if you did not learn from that relationship, you end up back into it again. That's why you see people that goes from an abusive relationship. I never want to be with that kind of guy or that kind of woman again because they were abusive to me. And then they ended up in another abusive relationship. So it's like never ending story. You keep going through the same cycle. I never want to be with a broke guy or broke woman or whatever. And then you end up dating someone that's broke. I never want to date drug dealers. And then you end up dating one. Why? Because the never is something the universe does not pay attention to. It pays attention to your emotion towards the never, whatever it is that you dislike. Okay? So if you dislike something, you have some kind of hatred or anger towards it, well, the universe will bring that actually to you. So if you say, I never want to date someone that's not good, whatever it is, with that anger and emotion that you said it, they will actually bring that to you. So for people that says, I was in a bad relationship, it was horrible, it was this, if you keep saying all these negative things about it, it brings up a lot of negative emotion, you actually going to attract and pull the same experience in your life. That's why you keep dating the same type of people, the same kind of situations over and over, and you never get out of it because of the emotions that you are putting in the words. So that's why you got to be very careful. So if you're saying, I never want to be with this kind of guy, whatever it is, okay, he's abusive, he doesn't pay child support, he's not very responsible. You never want to be. And those kind of emotions and this anger that you put in with those specific things, it's actually going to make you bring those into your life. That's one thing most people are not paying attention to. So you got to be very mindful. If you don't want to be in a situation where something happened to you, send it out with love. Like I was in this relationship with this person, and it was an eye opener. I learned a lot from that relationship. I wish the person well, but I'm in a better situation for it. And I only wish to be in a relationship where both parties can, my partner can respect me and love me for who I am. And then make sure that we respect each other, where we're not going to be, screaming and yelling at each other, but more in a loving relationship. Just specifically focus on what relationship you want. Instead of saying, I never want to be in all these things, focus on saying, this relationship I was in was a good learning experience for me. He's a good person, and things didn't work out for us. And you know what? It worked because the reason why it didn't work out is because there's things that I needed to learn about myself, and there's things he needs to learn about himself. So because of that, it didn't work out. But you know what? I wish him the best. I wish her the best, and I learned from it, and I know what I want now. This relationship have taught me a lesson where I know specifically exactly what I want. You have to be in certain relationships or certain situations in order for you to learn. That's why sometimes there's a good and the bad. It takes the bad to know what the good is. And that's why this universe is beautiful. Try to dance around and avoid things without facing them is actually not good for you. So it's always good for you to actually get to experience things. So the things that you say you never want to be, the universe will bring that to you, because you have to learn from that to actually have clarity on what you want out of life. So if you don't want to be with someone that's abusive mentally, physically, then it's always good for you to understand what is the reason why are you attracting that person into your life? Are you attracting them because of your previous experiences? And then if you're attracting them because of your previous experiences, then why do you keep attracting the same people? What is your thought process? What are you saying? Because if you keep saying, I never want to be with this kind of people, and then you keep attracting them, maybe you need to change your thinking and then release them with love. I was in this situation. It did not work out. I wish them the best. And going forward, I wish to be in a very respectful relationship where both partners respect each other. There's be more love, more peace, and more harmony in this relationship. And that's it. Then the universe will say, okay, so you only want to be in a relationship where both parties love each other. There's peace and there's unity and there's prosperity, whatever that is. Well, the universe will give you that. But as soon as you use the word, I never want to be in a relationship where this person is doing this and doing that and doing this, all negative things, I promise you, you will get exactly all those things that you said you never want to, because the universe is going to give you exactly what you said. But the emotions from what you said is very important. That's why you have to be very careful. Are you in a happy place, or are you in a really, really bad place and have a negative emotion? And if whatever you say with more happier thoughts will happen. Whatever you say with a lot of negative emotions to it, and will pull a lot of energy, negative energy, that will happen faster for you. So you will manifest something based on how much emotions you put on it. So if you say something with so much anger within you, whatever you said will exactly end up happening. So never say never. I say sometimes, what are the never I don't want to say. I never want to be broke. And I say that with a smile. And because I'm not going to be broke, because I'm confident in myself that broke doesn't mean anything. What is broke to me? Broke to me doesn't mean anything. So when I say broke in my head, I actually equate it as being rich, because I never want to be broke. But I mean, because I'm born to be successful. Okay, I never want to be homeless. I'm not going to be homeless because I believe I will never be homeless. But again, in order for me to make it stick, I always say I will always be in a prosperous, rich environment so that I can get everything I want. I always want to be in a life where I'll have all the opportunities where I can grow and have all the wealth that I need. So be careful how you use never. You can use never in a positive way where you can get all you want, or you can use it in a negative way where it can hurt you. So it depends on your emotions towards the word never. So if you're saying never, make sure you're speaking never in a positive way, and then it will happen. But if you're speaking it from a negative way, expect all those negativities and the things that you say you don't want, expect it, because it's going to happen for you to learn from them. Okay? So peace and love to you, and may you get all the wishes that you want. And may you be mindful and watch your emotions and your thoughts when you use words, because words are powerful. My next video, it's actually about that. Why we have to be very selective about the things we use, because some of us have no idea that the things that are happening to us is because of what we are saying. And our thought process is the reason why we're in a certain situation, why things are not going our way the way we want. So my next video, it will actually go in deeper, in that, to talk about the reason why the words you use can make or break you. So peace and love to you, and may all your dreams and your wishes come true. Peace.